So it's the 1990s. You're sitting in front of your television, you got your bowl of cereal, it's Saturday morning, you're watching your favorite cartoons, and then stop. You see a commercial for an action figure that you've always wanted. Now fast forward, you're 35 and can actually afford it. Welcome to Tangled Fandom's new segment, Show and Tell. In Show and Tell, I'm going to talk about some of the items I have in my collection, why I fell in love with them, and how powerful these images can be in shaping your fandom. Let's get started. The first set of items that I picked were my static milestone number 1 and my new 52 static pop figures. Now, I chose these because they both represent my first foray into really my fandoms, but also into collecting comic books and pop figures. The static number 1 actually was the first comic book that I bought. And I ended up collecting the entire 45 issue run, and it was an amazing experience. And it took 20 years for them to finally make this static pop figure. And considering this is a character I grew up with as a kid and who I was able to see myself in a new light, I had to have it. So the next set of items that I have are Storm number 1 from the 2014 solo run, and also a pop figure that showcases Storm's 1980s costume. Now, I picked Storm because not only was she strong, she led, she was fierce, but she was uniquely and unapologetically herself. And for me, I took a lot of inspiration from that. I loved the X-Men growing up, and I loved the colorful characters that were showcased in the series, but Storm stood out because she reminded me it was okay to be me, and I needed to be me, loud and unashamed. So the next set of items I have represent John Stewart, the Green Lantern. John Stewart represents just someone who is strong-willed, who has a principle-minded individual who stands by what he believes is right. The pop figure is important to me because, one, it was one of the first gifts that was given to me by someone that really supported my nerdiness, and I loved it. And then as far as the comic books, this is one of the first times that John really got to shine. So the next set of items I have are multiple items because they represent multiple things. So I have a few pop figures featuring Lunella, aka Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, and also Miles Morales, and also a Spider-Man Miles Morales cover that features Moon Girl. I picked these items because they represent the next generation of superheroes, but also the next generation of representation. But also they represent my relationship with my kids. Like, Into the Spider-Verse was one of the first films I actually took my daughters to see. They loved it, and it was an opportunity for her to share, for them to share into my fandom. And also Moon Girl, amazing comic book series, and as soon as I saw it, it made me think of my daughters, and I said, I need to collect this. And also, the television show is pretty good too. This last set of items are some of my favorite pieces in my collection. They are a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers pop figure, and also a signed autograph from Walter E. Jones. Now, I've talked about meeting Walter E. Jones before, but I really didn't go into details. So we were at a comic convention, and I saw that Walter was there signing autographs. And honestly, I just wanted to go and say hello. So I walked up to him. I said, hey, thank you for everything that you've represented at growing up. Thank you for Hip Hop Keto. Thank you for all the cool things you did on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And he was just stunned. He looked at me. He was just like, wow, that's amazing. Because I told him, thank you for being you. Thank you for stepping into the moment. And he asked me, he said, hey, would you mind if I gave you this autograph? And then I was just sitting back, like, trying to contain my excitement. And I'm like, what do you mean, do I mind? I'm here to see you. And he signed this autograph picture of him in costume from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And it was exciting because Zack, the character, was me. That's who I saw at the time. And I was like, that's who I wanted to be. So these two figures represent just another element of me embracing that nerdiness, that nerdy kid that I was, but being able to afford it today. So that's today's show and tell. These items represent more than just merch. They represent memories and pieces of me. I thank you for joining me on this journey today. Please drop a like, share, and comment just some of those items in your collection that represent you. And until next time, keep embracing the fandom you love, and we'll see you real soon.